Thank you, Rahul. At least in the way you described him, you do carry on the legacy of Luthar Sahib, the wit and the humor. And let me tell you that his autobiography, is one of the most candid autobiographies which I've seen. The refreshingly honest portrayal of his life. You were also candid like that. Now I request Sandhya to speak a few words about her father.
So I want to start by reciting this two lines from, I'm not sure whether it's Shelley or Keats, but I found it in his notes on the death of a friend of his. He wrote this down. It says, "Peace, peace, he is not dead. He doth not sleep. He has awakened from the dream of life." So, next I want to express how we feel, and this is especially for my mother. It's by the poet Edna St. Vincent Millay. He and I liked her very much. Mummy, time does not bring relief. You all have lied. Who told me time would ease me of my pain? I miss him in the weeping of the rain. I want him at the shrinking of the tide. The old snows melt from every mountain side, and last year's leaves are smoke in every lane. But last year's bitter loving must remain, heaped on my heart, and my old thoughts abide. There are 100 places where I fear to go, so with his memory they brim, and entering with relief some quiet place where never fell his foot or shone his face, I say, there is no memory of him here, and so stand stricken, so remembering him. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Sandhya, for those touching words. Now I request Raisa, Rajeshwari ji first, to his daughter-in-law who nursed him when he was not well and heard so much about the way the family coped with the grief.
Namaste, and thank you for coming and sharing in our hour of grief. Honestly, I was just sharing with Mr. Acharya that this feels like another book release function where all his people he admired and people who admired him a lot are here. So it is very strange to speak something like this. He has written a lot about all of us in his book. All of us have shared individually or how we feel about him. As I was telling somebody the other day, I actually met him before I met my husband, and our bond is been very long, is very unusual because we started him being my father-in-law, but he didn't enjoy that role for too long and he just became my father very, very fast. He was with me at every step, which is very unusual. My role model, my idol, my mentor, my guiding light. And towards the end, he told me one day, "You are my mother, so my baby." So I lost my father and baby in one day. So I don't know how hard that grieving is going to be. All I can say is that he lives in our hearts, he lives in his writings, he lives in all the love which is being showered all around. And we hope that he will be remembered for what he is, what he was always. And thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. This indeed is another book launch of his. wherever he is, he must be taking down notes for his next book. Let's hope so. Raisa, his granddaughter, will speak next.
A lot of you know how close I was to him and he to me. In fact, most of the family believed that I was his mother reincarnated, and that was further proven by the very, very extraordinarily close bond we had. Most of my formative years, he has brought me up as a father. We used to play Ghar Ghar, and we used to play, he even used to play parlor with me, and cricket and all the things that a father or a sibling would play. And on the last day that I met him, he was lying in the ICU, and I spoke to him about all these memories that we shared together, and I said, Anna, you know, we've had some really beautiful memories. And he said yes. And I said, आपको याद है आप मुझे शेर सुनाते थे, do you want to recite them with me now? So he said yes. So lying there in the hospital bed, we recited a couple of sher, a few of his favorites, like पत्ता पत्ता बूटा बूटा हाल हमारा जाने हैं, पत्ता पत्ता बूटा बूटा हाल हमारा जाने हैं, जाने न जाने गुल ही न जाने बात तो सारा जाने हैं. And then I asked him, do you want to say more? And he said yes. Then he said, तुलसी ऐसी प्रीत न कर जैसी लंबी खजूर, धूप लगे तो छाँव नहीं, भूख लगे फल दूर. And the last one was, चिंता ऐसी डाकनी काट कलेजा खाए, वैद बेचारा क्या करे कब तक करे दवाएं. Thank you.
Thank you, Raisa. In fact, Vaid also is here. The doctors who looked after him in the last days, Dr. Praneeth, is here from the Care Hospital. The family wants me to invite him to speak a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I feel actually honored to be associated with a great person like Mr. Luther. Even I'm quite emotional losing him. Last few years we were associated. We shared a lot of good moments. Yes, as most of the family members said, he was friend, philosopher, guide, mentor. He even presented me his book. So yes, even I lose kind of a friend or a mentor, I say, and even I feel the loss of him. I only say that I've been fortunate to be associated with him and the family. We at Care Hospital, we do discuss about a lot of these things, and even my colleague Dr. Anup is here, where in last few days of his, we worked out how we could make his stay comfortable, less suffering. And I should say that he was, whatever we could do, we could reduce his suffering. And as even the daughter-in-law was saying, was very aware of what was going on, and I think that he decided that it was his time, and until that point of time he was quite active, and his mental status was amazing. And yes, indeed, I also miss a great personality. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Praneeth. There are so many of his colleagues, friends, well-wishers, fans. I don't know where to begin. I would request Dr. Chakravarti to speak a few words, After that, Mr. Grover.
Madam India Luther, Rahul, Radeshwari, Raisa, and other members of Luther family and friends. You can see from the photograph, Luther was a very handsome person. He is so handsome that he never looked his age. In fact, even though I would say I was 6 years junior to him, he was actually junior in terms of his handsomeness and the way in which he carried himself. At the same time, he was very tall, well beyond me in terms of intellect, ability, and wit and humor. Luther wore many hats. A civil servant of high reputation, a passionate lover of history and rocks, a connoisseur of culture, particularly of music, dance, and folk art forms, a patriot unbounded, and so on. He was an excellent conversationalist with wit and humor. Shakespeare's tribute to the loveliness of Cleopatra can well be applied to Luther for his versatility. What did Shakespeare say? Age cannot wither Luther, because I am adapting it. Age cannot wither Luther, nor custom stale his infinite variety. His colleagues, me and others, cloy the appetites they feed, but Luther makes rocks talk. Luther was an unsullied master, accomplished scholar, master of eloquence, consummate lover of life and manners. He always used to tell me, I used to meet him very often, both in the cultural circuit as well as professional circuit. He always said, I follow Gandhiji's advice. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Go on preaching, you may not do anything, but an ounce of practice is very important. And he followed that. He was a great patriot. I didn't want to talk about his assignments and all this, many others would speak. But I would take up a few items. For instance, he was a great patriot. His idea of India was that it should be an India which exemplifies dharma, that signifies conduct and behavior, that supports and sustains human rights and includes laws, conducts, virtues and nobility. And he said, in India, idea of India in India is where every man and every woman who feels a part of India and embodies the spirit of humanity. Now, he was a cultured and civilized man. He nursed his own culture, assimilated other cultures to vitalize and expand its own attributes. He encouraged his granddaughter, Raisa, to take to dance and practice various forms. In fact, I happen to be the president of the South Indian Cultural Association, and we organized a dance for Raisa, and she actually performed so well that day. Luther, during the dance performance, narrated in terms of a sloka the origins of Indian culture based on 4 Vedas. He said, Brahma entered a yogic trance. He drew composition from Rig Veda, songs from Samaveda, representation from Yajurveda, and rasa from Atharva Veda. This is how we mentioned it. And Luther believed in change. He used to say, he gave a small poetic kind of a thing, Luther, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Give me the serenity that something cannot change, I can't do anything. Courage to change the things that I can. Where I can change, please, you can trust me. And the wisdom to know the difference. That's what Luther said. His body is no more. The light has gone out of our lives. And there is darkness everywhere. But his spirit and message are eternal. With your permission, ladies and gentlemen, let me end with once again a quote from Shakespeare with an adaptation. What a piece of work is this man Luther. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties and versatility. In apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of versatility. This is what I would say Luther magnified and manifested himself. My pronouns to Madam Bindi Luther. I hope she and her family members have the bearing the irreparable loss with courage and fortitude. Thank you very much for addressing you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In fact, he was such a versatile man, so much to be told about him. To capture the thoughts about him and his contribution, an initiative which Priyanka from the Hindi Mala family, she has started, is to have a book, to have the comments written by people who are present here, those who cannot speak, or those not able to find time to speak here. They can write down their comments, views on the book, which she is circulating around among the audience here. Now I request Grover Saab, one of the colleagues of Mr. Luther, to speak.
Thank you very much, Bindi ji, Raisa, Bitti, Rajeshwari, all the family members. I am very grateful to you for having given me this opportunity to be able to mention about my bonding with him. My bonding is very old. It's 62 years old. When we came to the state, we had met the chief secretary. He was under secretary political. And straight away he invited us to come over to his house in the evening to have tea with him. He was living in one of the colonies. And from there our bonding started. Our bonding was total, complete, and when I got the news of his, I won't call it departure, I won't call it demise, I would call it the flowing on of Narendra Luther. I was, in a way, I knew him, I knew that it's an occasion for celebration, but I was stunned. And I am still stunned. Stunned in speech, stunned in writing, stunned in every possible way. And I have been keeping utterly quiet in my own house. It has come as a tremendous, let's call it tsunami to me. It has been that way, 62 years old, 5 friends, Diljit Arora, Sushil Kumar, Ajit Singh, myself, and Narendra Luther. Each one of us totally different, but insofar as the values are concerned, exactly the same. Each one of us going right or left, and there it was. And we knew him. We knew that he was a holistic person. When I got the news on the 19th, we went over to the house with the family. I was sitting on a chair next to him, and then I got up. I have a very peculiar habit of watching everything. And I got up, I looked at the glass box, looked at the face of Narendra Luther, Ninni we call him, and it was a robust face, it was a glowing face, it was a shining face, it was a face around which energy was playing itself. There was a big smile on his lips, and it was a wonder of wonders that I saw him. He was a totally holistic man in every possible way. And then I looked around, as is my habit, and my eyes fell on the lower shelf of a bookcase, and I saw a book called Measuring the Immeasurable. Measuring the Immeasurable. And immediately it dawned upon me that he was the immeasurable, because measurement is time, and to go beyond time is of the essence of life. It's the essence of flow. It's the essence of movement. What was Narendra Luther? Rahul has spoken about it. Vitti has spoken about him. Raisa has spoken about him. And Rajeshwari also has spoken about him. What do we see? We see that here was a man who was utterly, totally, completely holistic in his approach. Nothing right, nothing wrong, nothing moral, nothing immoral, nothing religious, nothing irreligious. Everything must fall into its right place. No measurement. That is the divine ordain. And he lived his life that way, whether his relationship with his staff were concerned, whether his relationship with the domestic help was concerned, whether his relations with each one of the family members was concerned, whether his relationship with his own dear one Bindi ji was concerned, he was utterly, totally holistic. Holistic doesn't mean right and wrong. Holistic means where nothing goes wrong. And he was that type of a personage. I can keep on talking about him for hours together because I know him so well. My friends, when they died, Ajit Singh died, Sushil Kumar died, Diljit Arora died. He went from here to Delhi to attend their functions. He was personally involved. We may or may not have met much, but we had a linkage of heart and mind with each other. I won't call blood linkage. I won't call it blood flow. We had a linkage of heart. And that linkage of heart is today there. The flow evaporates. Evaporation has taken place. Clouds are being formed. And the divine, the divinity, I'm not talking about God, the divinity which is around us, which is in each one of us, the devil is also in us, but he was divine. That is moving within, and that movement is going to leave an indelible impression upon the social order in which we live. We need him, and he is there with us.
Thank you, sir. As you said, Narendra Luther, the river, like the river Ravi in Lahore, or river Musi in Hyderabad keeps flowing. Nothing can stop the flow. And he represented that unique Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb of Hyderabad, the Ravi and the Musi, Ravi of Lahore and Musi of Hyderabad, the the confluence of that culture. And there are so many aspects of his personality that many of the younger generations perhaps don't know. One was his contribution to Urdu humor, and we have with us the editor Mustafa Kamal of the Zinda Dilani journal, who is here with us. We'd like him to share this little lesser known facet of Luther Sahib.
मैडम बिंदी लोथर, राहुल जी, राजेश्वरी जी, संध्या, रईसा, लूथर साहब के चाहने वाले सब लोग, मैं आपके सामने उर्दू में अर्ज़ करूँगा, इसकी इजाज़त दीजिएगा मुझे। और यूँ भी मेरा यह हक़ इसलिए है कि यह हक़ हमको नरेंद्र लूथर ने दिलाया। नरेंद्र लूथर ने सारी ज़िंदगी उर्दू में लिखा, कम लिखा लेकिन इतना लिखा कि उनको उर्दू ह्यूमर का बादशाह कहा गया। बहुत कम लोग ये जानते हैं कि हिंदुस्तान में जो उर्दू ह्यूमर और सटायर का काम है, उसमें सबसे बड़ा काम जनाब नरेंद्र लूथर का है। नरेंद्र लूथर की 4 किताबें छपी और वो एक बिल्कुल नया ह्यूमर उर्दू में लेकर आए थे। एक ऐसा ह्यूमर जिसमें एक जीनियस किस्म का सटायर भी होता था और ह्यूमर भी होता था। उर्दू में जीनियस सटायर लिखना या ह्यूमर लिखना, इसकी कोई ख़ास रिवायत नहीं थी। हम पहली बार लूथर साहब के पास वो रंग देखते हैं कि वो बड़ी जहानत के साथ, बहुत बड़ी इल्मियत के साथ, बड़े ख़ास बैकग्राउंड के साथ, एक बड़ी फ़िलासफ़ी के साथ अपनी बात वो कहते हैं। और सबसे अहम बात यह है कि लूथर साहब तो बहुत बड़े ऑफिसर थे, वो कुछ और लोगों में उठते बैठते थे, लेकिन उनके राइटिंग्स में एक गरीब आदमी, एक मज़दूर, एक ऐसा शख्स जिसको इंसाफ नहीं मिला, एक ऐसा शख्स जो भूखा मरता है, एक ऐसा शख्स जो जिंदा डिफ़िकल्टीज़ में मुब्तला है, उन सब के कैरेक्टर्स को लूथर साहब ने कैसे पेश किया मेरी समझ में नहीं आता। और उनकी लैंग्वेज ऐसी लैंग्वेज होती है जैसे वो उन तमाम मुश्किलों से वो गुजरे हैं। वो जो गरीब के मुश्किलात हैं, वो जो डॉन ट्रॉडन के मुश्किलात हैं, उनको वो इस तरह से ह्यूमर और सटायर में लिखते थे कि महसूस होता था कि ये उसी तबके से आए हैं और अपनी तकलीफ बयान कर रहे हैं। ये लूथर साहब की खूबी थी। और नरेंद्र लूथर हमारे सदर थे, बरसों सदर रहे। हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम है जिंदा दिलाने हैदराबाद। 1962 में पहला इसका एक मुशायरा हुआ था और डायरेक्टर पब्लिक रिलेशंस के हैसियत से, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड पब्लिक रिलेशंस के हैसियत से लूथर साहब नौजवान से, बहुत ही सुर्ख सफ़ेद और बड़े ही नरम गुफ्तगू करने वाले, वो उन्होंने उसका इफ्तिताह किया था। और फिर भारत चंद खन्ना साहब, वो हमारे पहले सदर थे, नायब सदर लूथर साहब थे। मैं खन्ना साहब पर एक बात और मुझे याद आई कि भारत चंद खन्ना ने एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में, ह्यूमर की कॉन्फ्रेंस में, एक उन्होंने आर्टिकल सुनाया था, उसका नाम था लूथर गारू। 1956 में उस मजमून में उन्होंने ये लिखा था कि लूथर साहब आए तो हैं पंजाब से, लैंग्वेज तो उनकी कुछ होगी, ये बहुत तेज़ी के साथ तेलुगु सीख रहे हैं, तो इसीलिए मैं इनको लूथर गारू कह रहा हूँ। तो उस मजमून में उन्होंने बताया कि जैसे ही वो दाखिल हुए, उन्होंने कहा आइए लूथर गारू। तो लूथर साहब ने कहा अभी मैं पूरा गारू नहीं हुआ हूँ, बहुत जल्द हो जाऊँगा। ये 1956 की बात है, जब खन्ना साहब के पास ये रिपोर्ट करने गए थे GAD में। तो वो मजमून मेरे यहाँ है, वो छप चुका है मेरे पास। मेरा मैगजीन है शगुफा, जो 53 ईयर से निकलता है, प्योरली ह्यूमर एंड सटायर का उर्दू मैगजीन है। उसके मैंने 2 मरतबा लूथर नंबर निकाले हैं, लेकिन हक़ तो ये है कि हक़ अदा ना हुआ। और बहुत कुछ उन पर लिखा जाना है। मैं एक बात और अर्ज करूँगा कि सबसे अहम 2 कारनामे लूथर साहब के हैं। एक तो ये कि ये शहर और शहर के रहने वाले उनको कभी भूल नहीं सकते। हैदराबाद क्या है, हैदराबाद क्या था और हैदराबाद को क्या होना चाहिए, ये चीज़ें उन्होंने बहुत बेहतर अंदाज में लिखी हैं। इस शहर में अब मौजमजाई मार्केट का रंग बदल रहा है। उसके सामने हमारा ऑफिस था, ऊपर 2nd फ्लोर पर। एक दिन वो वहाँ आए, वहाँ खड़े रह के नीचे देखा कि मार्केट में 50 to 60 कुर्सियाँ बनी हुई हैं, हट्स बने हुए हैं, बहुत गंदगी है। तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये कमाल, ये कब से है ये? तो मैंने कहा बहुत दिनों से सब, हम तो बहुत जमाने से देख रहे हैं। तो 2 दिन के बाद मैंने देखा कि सारी कुर्सियाँ ख़त्म कर दी गई वहाँ से। बहुत हंगामा हुआ, ट्रेड यूनियन के लोगों ने बहुत पीछा किया, लेकिन लूथर साहब कभी कोई फैसला करने के बाद कोई मिनिस्टर भी ये हिम्मत नहीं करता था कि उनको कहे कि आप अपना फैसला बदलिए। वो कभी भी मिनिस्टरों को कभी भी वो तो गैर ज़रूरी अहमियत नहीं देते थे जैसे आज दी जाती है। मुझे याद है एक बार मैं उनके पास बैठा था, कुछ बात ज़रूरी कर रहा था, जब चीफ सेक्रेटरी हो गए थे, एक मिनिस्टर साहब का फ़ोन आया तो पीए ने कहा, तो उन्होंने कहा उनसे कहिए कि मैं मीटिंग में हूँ। मैं नहीं समझता कि ये जुमला कोई आज कहते होंगे, मैं IAS एसोसिएशन के ऑफिस में ये बात कह रहा हूँ, मैं माफ़ी चाहता हूँ। बहरहाल तो उनको मैंने जिस तरह से देखा वो मेरे आइडियल थे। उन्होंने हमको एक नई ज़िंदगी दी, हमारे इदारे को एक ऑल इंडिया नहीं बल्कि पूरी उर्दू दुनिया में, उर्दू वर्ल्ड में उसको मशहूर किया गया, उसको विखार दिया उन्होंने। और विखार हासिल होने की एक वजह ये भी थी कि 1985 में उन्होंने वर्ल्ड ह्यूमर कॉन्फ्रेंस की हैदराबाद में। बहुत ही 22 लैंग्वेजेस के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव पूरी दुनिया से उसमें आए, USA, USSR, इंग्लैंड, फ्रांस, जर्मनी और 1-2 पाकिस्तान। और इसके अलावा उसकी एक ब्यूटी ये थी, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ कि एक दिन पूरे हैदराबाद में 14 लैंग्वेजेस के पैरेलल सेशन हुए। पैरेलल सेशन 14 इम्पॉर्टेंट लैंग्वेजेस के, और यहाँ जो स्पॉट्स हैं लैंग्वेजेस के, जो मराठी का उधर जो मैं नाम भूल गया, कुछ बंगाली का जो इसके पास टैंक बंड के नीचे बंगाली की समिति है, या कनाडा का जो है उनका अपना जो एरिया है, जिनका जो एरिया है आंध्रा सरस्वत परिषद का तिलक रोड पे था। तो जहाँ जहाँ वो सेंटर्स हैं वहीं पे वो फंक्शंस किए गए। तो 14 लैंग्वेजेस में पैरेलल ह्यूमर एंड सटायर के ऑल इंडिया रिप्यूट के लोग आके अपने आर्टिकल सुनाते रहे। ये बहुत बड़ी मिसाल है जिसकी और आपको कभी कोई ऐसी मिसाल पूरे इंडिया में नज़र नहीं आई होगी। मैं यकीन के साथ ये बात कह सकता हूँ। बहरहाल मैं शायद बहुत ज़्यादा वक्त ले गया, मुझे बस यही ख्याल आता है कि ये लूथर साहब कैसे लोगों को हंसाया करते थे, हंसाने वाला अब हमको रुला के चला गया। मैं एक चीज़ और मैं अर्ज़ करूँ, हमारी मीटिंग्स में आधा घंटा या 1 घंटा मीटिंग चले तो मुसलसल हमको लूथर साहब हंसाते रहते थे। मैंने एक मीटिंग अटेंड की थी एज ए स्पेशल ऑफिसर, उन्होंने इलेक्शन के काम करने वालों को एड्रेस किया। 40-45 मिनट्स के एड्रेस में मुसलसल लोग हंसते रहे। ऐसे सिचुएशंस वो पैदा करते थे कि लोगों को हंसाते रहे, हालांकि लोगों से कह रहे थे कि इलेक्शन करने में क्या क्या आपको करना है। वो सब बातें वो कहते रहे, बीच बीच में ऐसी ऐसी बातें करते रहे कि लोग मुसलसल हंसते रहे। तो ऐसा हंसाने वाला आज हम में नहीं है और हम उनको हमेशा याद करते रहेंगे। हमारे दिल में वो हैं और रहेंगे। शुक्रिया।
शुक्रिया मुस्तफ़ा साहब। अभी भी लूथर साहब हमें सब हंसाएंगे, हंसा रहे हैं। ये रोने का कोई वक्त नहीं है। As I said, this is an occasion to celebrate his life, not to mourn. I would now request Dr. Satyanarayana, who has been a family friend of his, to speak a few words.
I happen to be a classmate of Rahul's, but as it turned out and as Nini uncle used to tell us, I ended up being a very close friend of Sandhya's. So all of us used to hang out a lot with Sandhya, and Bindi auntie and Nini uncle both were extremely hospitable, very warm. Even when Sandhya wasn't here, when she had gone to Italy to study, we'd go occasionally, and they were always very welcoming, very warm. There were times when we'd have dinner with them, no Sandhya, no Rahul, just a couple of us, friends with the two of them. Sandhya has asked me, yesterday I had actually been to them, to their house, and Sandhya had asked me to have a look at his books and to read something appropriate from his Urdu collection. As all of you know, and as Mustafa Kamal Saab just pointed out, Mustafa Kamal Saab was my senior professor of Urdu. So I chanced to look at the collection, and there was a very impressive set of books in Urdu prose as well as poetry. In poetry, the ones that stood out were Iqbal, and then there was Ghalib, of course, Sharh Diwan Ghalib by Yusuf Salim Chishti. Yusuf Salim Chishti was a very renowned scholar who had annotated the whole of Ghalib's Diwan. And then, of course, sitting very prominently on top was Faiz. So Sandhya said, I must read something from Faiz as a way of remembering him and celebrating his interest and his passion. So now if you look at the number, this is his book, by the way. I brought it so I could show it to you to see how he had bookmarked so many ghazals and nazms in this particular collection. So as she had suggested, I will read out the first very well-known quatrain. ये ख़ता है, बहुत मशहूर ख़ता उनकी, और संध्या ने कहा कि बिंदी आंटी के लिए ये पढ़ें, इसका इतलाक़ उन दोनों के रिश्ते पे होता है एक तरह से। रात यूं दिल में तेरी खोई हुई याद आई, रात यूं दिल में तेरी खोई हुई याद आई, जैसे वीराने में चुपके से बाहर आ जाए, जैसे सहराओं में हौले से चले बादे नसीम, जैसे बीमार को बेवजह करार आ जाए। बिंदी आंटी, ये आपके लिए है, संध्या ने कहा निनी अंकल की जानिब से। And then just one small, very well-known poem from Faiz. ये उनकी एक बहुत मशहूर नज़म है। उस ज़माने में it was called a path-breaking नज़म, a departure from traditional Urdu poetry. आप लोगों ने बहुत सुना होगा, खुद फैज़ की ज़बान में सुना होगा। और इसका उन्वान है तन्हाई। इसको उन्होंने ख़ास तौर पर बुक मार्क करके रखा और जगह जगह पर मार्क कर रखा, especially the ending. So I'll read this small nazm out for you. It's a very well-known nazm written in the early 40s and published in Faiz's first collection, Naqsh Faryadi. फिर कोई आया दिले ज़ार नहीं कोई नहीं, राह रा होगा कहीं और चला जाएगा। ढल चुकी रात बिखरने लगा तारों का गुबार, लड़खड़ाने लगे ऐवानों में ख्वाबीदा चराग। सो गई रास्ता तक तक के हर एक राह गुजार, अजनबी खाक ने धुंधला दिए कदमों के सुराग। गुल करो शमे बढ़ा दो मैं मीनाओ अयाग, अपने बेख्वाब किवाड़ों को मुखफ़ल कर लो। इसको इन्होंने हाईलाइट किया, अपने बेख्वाब किवाड़ों को मुखफ़ल कर लो, अब यहाँ कोई नहीं आएगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Dr. Satyanarayana, for relating his life and times with Faiz poetry. I made a mistake of not inviting Rishabh, his grandson, who was not present at that point in time. I would now call Rishabh to speak a few words about his grandfather.
So I have a lot of precious memories with him. As a child, I remember he used to call me at like 5 p.m. every day and we used to play chess. He was actually the person who taught me how to play chess. And then growing up, he used to play hide and seek with me. And then every evening after I used to come back from school, I used to go meet him. And then he used to say something like, "Kya khabar hai?" And then I used to like read out the news to him and stuff like that. And during the lockdown, because he couldn't travel much outside, I used to take him for a drive every evening, and we used to go get ice cream or we used to go get pastries which we used to binge in the night. and we had like a lot of precious memories related. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishabh. Apologies again for not calling you, inviting you in advance. Mr. Luther was also keenly involved in the activities of INTAC. We have Mrs. Anuradha Reddy of INTAC who is here. She would speak about Luther's contribution to heritage of Hyderabad and how they would like to remember his contribution to that.
I'm not sure how many people knew Mr. Luther as many years as I knew him. I was a small girl. My father was Hyderabad Civil Service, Sri Ram Bhopal. Often we have thought about you because you used to mention, which then later became IAS. I was a small girl. I was used to the name Singh from the Punjab because we had a rich history of the Sikhs that were here in Hyderabad state. I was used to the name Singh from Rajasthan because we had a large community here, Pratap Singh, all of them. The name Luther to me was very different. I had never heard it before. I was not reading at that time the way we are aware today. So as a little girl, as a young girl, I would see him along with my parents. And as I grew, there was not so much interaction on an intellectual level. What will I say at 10, 9, 8, that kind of age. The real interaction started when I started to work with INTAC. No, there is something before that. My mother, Snehalata, was a very keen badminton player from Hyderabad state, and she organized various championships here, including the Asian Badminton Championships, of which she was very active part. And these are the times when we started to really know what Mr. Luther was. My own immediate interaction with him is when, like I mentioned, when I started working with INTAC in 1984. We were the second chapter in the country to start. The first being in Delhi and then Bombay and then us after that. There was great concern about the changing of the cultures, the changing of the city, the changing of the environment, the change in Hyderabad itself and the change of culture. At times when he was the editor of our INTAC Heritage magazine, it was also my pleasure to collect material and bring it to him to discuss what are we going to put in this magazine. I was then the activities convener, so in that also we discussed when we gave awards every year, which we did regularly at that time. Some years later, he said, "This is not the same Hyderabad." And I knew what he meant. Because at some point in my growing up years, he said the loss I felt when we left Lahore, I recovered when I came to Hyderabad. I know what he meant because Urdu was common, communities living together was common, our architectural elements that we share also with different parts of the country are also common. And he felt very much at home here, and he dived, I cannot say he joined, I'm saying he dived into the cultural scene, because at that time the mushaira, the poetry, the music, ghazals, the performances in private homes, because the theatre scene was not so large. We didn't have so many theatres. It's only after Ravindra Bharati came that from time to time we could use it. But when we had organized an event, then some minister would arrive, so we were kicked out. You couldn't participate in Ravindra Bharati. I hate to say it, it happens even today. There needs to be a greater recognition of our environment, of our city, and all the things that we are working for, even today into tomorrow. One of the saddest things I would like to say, Mr. Luther, who valued so much rocks, not only just the heritage of rocks itself, but the environmental aspects that they played in water and in protection of birds and small animals, homes for them, and that he himself lived around a huge rock. Like in Mehdi Art Jung's house also in Banjara, the same kind of thing happened, that you brought the nature inside. Also, when Bindiji and all of them were involved very much with the Sivananda Rehabilitation Home, the leprosy clinic, started by my late grand-aunt, Rani Kumdini Devi. The first, incidentally, I would like to categorically state, she was the first lady mayor of Hyderabad. Nobody else. So these are the connections that we started working together in Shivananda, and then Balika Nilayam when she was chairperson of a girls' rehabilitation home. All of these things. So with Bindiji, I know we share a lot of memories. He will be here with us in his works, in your memories. I cannot tell you, you will forget. I'm very sorry. I lost my parents 6 and 4 years ago. It doesn't go. What remains with us is what we have learned, what we have shared, and what we carry forward through their inspiration. I hope for the next year, Acharya Sahib and we have been talking about it. We would like to institute some event from Intact. We will discuss it later, talk to the family also. And I like to mention, when I came to the house, when both of you had that unfortunate incident of the poisoning, so I quickly rushed and came to see them. And he said, he didn't say it's God who saved me or anybody who saved me. He said it is meant for me to survive, to contribute more. These are the very words he used. And he said, I'm lucky that they are upstairs, because they came down in time to be able to find them. So with these brief memories, because there are many, many, and I don't know how many people know or knew Mr. Luther when he first came to Hyderabad. I don't know how many. Because of the 62 years, I know him from all those years. So I am very happy to be part of this cultural circle, and I promise we will continue. What is tragic is that the rocks he loved so much are not being protected the way they should be. They were. He, Dr. Bava, other officers also have been instrumental in protecting them, in having regulations to protect our rock sites. And we see every day hillocks disappearing, rocks disappearing. So that he will be unhappy about.
Thank you, Anuradha. As you mentioned, protecting and saving the rocks was another passion of Mr. Luther. We have with us Mrs. Froke Kader, who has been working with Mr. Luther in the society to save the rocks. I would request her to speak a few words.
In yesterday's newspapers, it was mentioned that Mr. Luther was the president of the Society to Save Rocks, the society that we founded long back. Just after the founding, in 1996, he became our president. He was president for all these 25 years. We're just before celebrating our 25th anniversary, and we were hoping so much that he would be there, but it was not to be. So we have postponed our anniversary for a little while till we have settled down a bit about the loss of him. Mr. Luther was our guide, our mentor, and the helper in everything that we were doing, be it publications, be it work with the government, letters to the government. With his great ability to and his experience in writing and in administration, he helped us a lot. And of course he was there to give awards, to present gifts, to represent us wherever it was necessary, which over the years became quite a lot. And it was in this capacity that he started, maybe not in this capacity, but out of his desire to do something for the magnificent rockscapes of Hyderabad, which he had loved so much. And even before he joined us or became the member of the society, the family had gone for picnics in the rocks, and the children have grown up in a lot of the rocks. And he has a rock in the middle of his house, which forms two sides of his drawing room, and which also protrudes into the upstairs flat, which is now Rahul's flat, and looks very beautiful, really beautiful. An example of what you can do without destroying the rocks. Early on, he made a film called Rockumentary, a short film of 20 minutes, which showcases the beauty of our Hyderabadi landscape, the rocky landscape of Hyderabad. And he got right. He did it together with Muhammad Ali Beg, the theatre person whom you must all be knowing. Ali did the photography, and Mr. Luther, at his own cost, did the production of the film. It won 2 awards right away. The awards were called Golden Esther in Japan, in a short film competition in festival in Japan. That was in 1998, so it was really early on in our rock career, in our rock preservation move. Since he is a writer, he started writing a book which was later called Rockscape of Andhra Pradesh. No, sorry, the first edition was Rockitecture. The name itself tells you what it was about, the rockscape of our country, the architecture of this magnificent natural heritage. The rockscapes of Andhra Pradesh came out in 2003, and in 2012 an edited and enlarged version. It became a real coffee table book, and it was exhausted pretty soon. We had another edition printed now in 2020. This is a book with his texts and with the photographs of the society's members. We have, I regretted he was so busy with us with the rock theme, and he must have had lots of friends who were protecting rocks and preserving rocks, like Mehdi Nawaz Jung, like the new building Petra, with his Mehdi Nawaz Jung's daughter-in-law now, and he has never lost his passion for the rocks. Yes, Anuradha, that the rocks are being cut down more and more is due to now not so much for building material as it was when I came to Hyderabad so many years back, 50 years back actually, but it is due to space that we need space for the development of the city, the expansion of the city. What I regretted that Mr. Luther never came to any of our monthly rock walks, which we very much enjoy, still go every third Sunday of every month. Why did he not come? Maybe Bindi knows. I have no idea. I don't know. He never told me. Why did he not come on our rock walks? We go to beautiful areas around Hyderabad. In Hyderabad itself, there are not so many rocks where we can go for a longish walk. But around Hyderabad, there is still so much of beautiful spaces where we can still go. Mr. Luther, in his autobiography, writes that in old age, when you get old, you cannot look forward anymore, you look back. I am not sure that is really true, because when he was releasing the last book we made, that was called, now it's called Marvels of Nature, the Rockscape of Telangana. So we have restricted it mainly to our area here. When he released that book last year, that was only last year. I mean, it was pretty late in his life, and I had the feeling that he was still looking forward to writing more, because there are still a few publications to be done. He has written some short stories which have not been published so far. So he will always be with us in spirit, and we will definitely not forget him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Faraque Qadri. You mentioned about the photography of Muhammad Ali Beg Sahab, who's right here. So I request Muhammad Ali Beg Sahab, the well-known theatre personality, the Padma Shri awardee also, to speak about his association with Mr. Luther.
Adab, I'm sorry, I'm just not prepared to speak the way he deserves to be spoken about in a tribute. I just came here on your invitation, Acharya Sahab, to pay tribute to the family, Bindi auntie, dear friend Rahul, Mrs. Rahul. So it's a very heavy moment, because Anuradha ji said she knew him for 65 years. I have known him ever since I was born, which is much less than her duration of knowing Luther Sahab. He had known Baba very well, they were great friends. As she said, he plunged into Hyderabadi culture, being from Lahore. So much so that he was, I think, the torchbearer of many Urdu organizations. I'm not sure if many of you are aware of that, and I'm not sure if there is any representation from either Zinda Dilane Hyderabad or Fine Arts Academy. These were many of those old Urdu organizations which he sort of spearheaded, had been very closely involved with. And as I grew up, I had two very fond memories which I would like to share with you. One, Faraque ji mentioned about documentary that we did. He had written a script. I was in Bangalore. I directed the film. It was his idea. Though born in Hyderabad, living in Hyderabad, I wasn't very much aware of the treasure of rocks that we have, which are 2,000 years old, and it was thanks to him that I and the rest of the world came to know about it. We made that film. And that itself was a learning from me. Because wherever we went to shoot without a recce, he had already been there, be it Khajagoda, be it near the Pahadi Sharif, areas we Hyderabadis wouldn't have really heard of. And they were very high up formations. He at that age I think उनके 2 या 3 ऑलरेडी बाईपास हो चुके थे उस वक्त. And all of us youngsters, my crew, would think twice climbing up and cursing ourselves, saying we should have done a recce and got this kind of equipment to shoot this. He would go up, look at the spots, look at the rocks, the formations which were to be shot, come back, tell us, go up and down. So it was inspiring to see at that age a gentleman of that age with such energy, which was inspiring for us youngsters then. And plunging into Hyderabadi culture, I remember very well, he cherished Irani chai and those Osmania biscuits. So that used to be the treat for us on those shooting days, where we would want to have a high tea together. He got all of us into some small restaurant in Toli Chowki and those areas and said, "ये Hyderabadi chai है, इस बिस्कुट को इसमें डुबा के खाया जाता है." So my crew was from Bangalore and Bombay, and probably they were used to the croissant, cappuccino culture, and they didn't know कि उस्मानिया बिस्किट को भी ईरानी चाय में डुबा के खाया जाता है. It may be a very flippant thing, but then it goes on to say how deeply he had plunged into Hyderabadi culture and how deeply he had adopted that. When I started my years in advertising, I was working with an agency, and it was 400 years of Hyderabad being celebrated by the then government of Andhra Pradesh. And we were asked to make a logo depicting 400 years, which went on to become the Hyderabad's monograph or logo as it's called later. And there were many agencies which were called at the secretariat to present, and I was there. I went to that meeting. It was about 9:30 in the morning when all agencies, I think some members of the agencies, those agencies are sitting here, they would also recall such incidents, that I went there along with them with a contempt, read fondness, because he had known my father and it was Luther uncle to me. For a 9:30 meeting, I walked in at 9:40 with all the logos, etc. And he looked at the watch and he said, "Gentlemen, the presentation was at 9:30. And I was sort of dropping in my tracks. I said, "Sorry, I'm 10 minutes late." वो दिन और आज का दिन 10 मिनट लेट होना क्या होता है किसी ऑफिशियल मीटिंग में, I learned from him. Because जैसे एक भरी महफिल में उनके अच्छे दोस्त का बेटा होने के बावजूद he said 9:30 का presentation means 9:30, not 9:40. And you may have come with brilliant designs, but I'll have to see it later. I mean, he's short of telling me that I have lost my chance for my presentation. Years later, when we were working, we had very fond relationship. Bindi auntie would know that, and I would sort of pull his leg. He had a great sense of humor. And then I said, "Uncle, आपको याद है जब मैं presentation के लिए आया था 10 मिनट late, and you had said this?" He said, "Ali, I did it only because I knew your father, and you were starting in advertising, and you should have known what being 10 minutes late in an official meeting would be, because you're starting off your career." And thanks to such incidents, thanks to such discipline, such inspiration, I think my work has come a long way. Bindi auntie, Luther, Sandhya, Rajeshwari, the loss is beyond words, and please allow me to share that with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Beg Sahab. Now I request Dr. Ved Prakash, another family friend of his, to speak a few words.
Bindi ji, Sandhya, Rajeshwari, Rahul, and all the members, Acharya ji, thank you for asking me to address this August gathering. all friends, not only friends, but they are more like family members. छोटा सा कबीर का दोहा याद आता है। नरेंद्र जी को ये बहुत अप्लाई करता है। कबीरा जब हम पैदा हुए लोग हंसे और हम रोए, ऐसी करनी कर चलो कि हम हंसे और जग रोए। And looking at the recall of Narendra ji's achievements and how such a vacuum he has left in the Hyderabad life. And my association possibly was the least of all of you, but most close, not only as a doctor, orthopedic surgeon, but also as a friend. His humor was beyond compare. He was admitted to my hospital with his fracture and he wanted to go out. I said, Narendra ji, where is Bindi? Do you know what he says? बिंदी मेरे साथ रहा करती थी, अब पता नहीं किसके साथ रह रही है। That was, तो मैं बोला कि he will never lose his humor right till the end. Friends, we traveled together in China and had an exchange of life. He was born in the same year as I was. And there are many things which we found that they are in common. I didn't know till date that he was an atheist. But what he shown, the interest in life and the amount of good he has done to the society is beyond compare. One has got to look inside. It is but rare that a human being can do so much to so many in such a short time. Human life just finishes in absolutely no time. And our travel in a taxi in Beijing and many parts of China was a revealing thing to me. I'm not going to say all what Sri Chakravarti ji has spoken about. He was a man with many facets and many achievements. So whenever I think of Hyderabad, I remember him because the books he wrote and the chronicler he was, and his interest in life was beyond compare. And we all know this body is dropped. Whatever is seen in this world is going to go. But your spirit doesn't go. Spirit is always there. It merges with the larger spirit. Whatever it is, such a life cannot be lived by many. Cannot be lived by many. And you cannot make so much of friendship and almost, a kind of appreciation in all sections, all strata of society. It's a brilliant family. I wish them all the best. I share the grief of our departing friend and a great soul. So he has left us crying. and he went away laughingly. Thank you.
Thank you, Ved Prakash ji. From the service, many officers who worked with him or had occasion to be associated, there are so many of them. I would, among them, there is Mr. A.K. Goyal. I would request him to speak a few words. We are getting late. I would request the speakers to be a little brief because the tea is waiting for everyone after around, and we'll wind up in another 15 minutes. So,
Bindi ji, family members, host of lovers, well-wishers, officers. Autobiography of Narendra Luthar Sahab, I happen to be present. काफी लंबी बात चली. Used to love talking about his life. पाकिस्तान में पैदा हुए थे. The train journey from Lahore to Amritsar. मैडम उन्होंने सब बता दिया है मुझे उसके बारे में. For 3 days there was no food. For 48 hours there was no water. बहन, भाई, माँ, बाप, बच्चों को बचाते बचाते लाहौर से हिंदुस्तान में आए. लूथर साहब survived the tragedy. पढ़े स्कूल में, सर्विस में आए. पोस्टिंग करनूल में हुई. करनूल वॉज द कैपिटल ऑफ दैन आंध्र प्रदेश. बिंदी जी आप ही के बारे में बता रहे थे कि बिंदी जब पहली बार करनूल स्टेशन पर आई, आपको यहां सर्विस करनी है. तुमने फिर क्या हुआ? बोले नहीं. मैंने कहा तुम चिंता मत करो, मैं चीफ सेक्रेटरी से बात करता हूं. तो आई थिंक ही वॉज पोस्टेड एज असिस्टेंट कलेक्टर अंडर ट्रेनिंग टू विशाखापट्टनम सो दैट द वाटर कैन सूट, एंड नेक्स्ट ईयर हैदराबाद बिकेम द कैपिटल ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश. तो मुझे लगता है कि हैदराबाद बिकेम द कैपिटल ऑफ कंबाइंड आंध्र प्रदेश एंड द स्टेट गॉट इंटीग्रेटेड टू कीप इन व्यू द फीलिंग्स ऑफ बिंदी जी. हैदराबाद एक हो गया. 60s में वो प्लानिंग उसमें थे, PRO थे, चीफ PRO यहाँ के हैदराबाद के. Indira Gandhi was the fresh prime minister. She was of course beautiful. All of us know her. Who will go and receive her? The most handsome man in the service was Luthar Sahab. I saw the photograph of Indira Gandhi and Luthar Sahab receiving. मैंने कहा सर, बोले she was beautiful Goyal. I said no sir, you are more handsome. हंसते थे. She used to love it. बड़े हुए, हैदराबाद किताब लिख दी. 91 में 50 इसका 400 ईयर का सेलिब्रेशन हुआ. I think behind all this our Acharya is not really talking about. He has been a live wire in all these journey. 400 साल की याद मोहम्मद कुली के लिए लूथर साहब ने संभाल कर रखी. लूथर साहब की याद आज से 400 साल बाद जो भी हैदराबाद में आएंगे वो न याद करेंगे तुम्हारा. That was Luther. It's probably my misfortune. सर्विस में कभी साथ नहीं रहा, लेकिन रिटायरमेंट होने के बाद में I had a lot of association with him. On my personal note, I can say, I wrote something. Then सब कोई आप इनॉग्रेट कर दीजिए मेरी बुक, रिलीज कर दीजिए. बोले हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल करूँगा. No second thought. Retired officer, after 5 years of superannuation, and Luther Sahab was here. मैम आपकी और उनकी फोटो, सारे फोटोग्राफ्स मेरे पास रखी हुई है तुम्हारी, हमेशा रहेंगी याद है. My first book was released by him, and then he told me one thing. बोले गोयल गलती कर दी है तुमने, अब ये किताब लिख दी है, अब जिंदगी में चुप नहीं बैठ सकते, तुम किताब लिखते रहोगे. I didn't believe it, but nowadays when I am attempting the other books, I don't know, it's my capacity, but कुछ तो आशीर्वाद है उनका कि नहीं नहीं तुम लिखो, चलो करो. Last thing, हैदराबाद का हिंदी तर्जुमा रिलीज हुआ था. Of all the people, he remembered me कि भाई तुम रिलीज करो. मैंने कहा सर क्या हो गया आपको? आई एम जस्ट ए बच्चा. यू नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो हिंदी है तो तुम रिलीज करो, हिंदी में बोलना पड़ेगा कुछ वहां पे. तो मैंने कहा साहब हिंदी तो मुझे आती है, बट देन आई हैवंट रियली स्पोकन फॉर ए लॉन्ग। नहीं वो हिंदी में तो आई थिंक वो प्रेस के सब लोग थे, हिंदी वाले थे तुम्हारे। तो उसके बाद में पता नहीं मुझे क्या लगा, मैंने कहा सर आई वांट टू से समथिंग, आपने मुझे परमिशन दे दी है बोलने की, तो एक बात कहने दो मुझे। यू आर नॉट रियली एन IAS, वो तो ठीक है, वो हो गए साइड में। एसेंशियली आपके ऊपर सरस्वती माँ की कृपा है, किताब लिखते ही रहते हो, जिसके हाथ आ जाते हो प्यार करते ही रहते हो। आई स्टिल रिमेंबर दोस पोएम्स ऑफ निराला, आई थिंक आई जस्ट नरेटेड, मैडम आपको याद होंगी, अबाउट द गॉडेस सरस्वती। निराला वर्शिप्स हर लाइक दिस, वरदे वीणा वादिनी वरदे, वरदे वीणा वादिनी वरदे, काट अंध पुरके बंधन स्तर, बहा जननी ज्योतिर्मय निर्झर, कलुष भेद तम हर प्रकाश भर, जगमग जग करते। द लास्ट लाइन्स, नवगति नवलय ताल छंद नव, नवल कंठ नव जलद मंद रव, नव नभ के नव विहग वृंद को, नव पर नव स्वर दे। Luther Sahib was a blessed child of Goddess Saraswati. So many books about Hyderabad, so many mushairas, so much Urdu, so much of love with the rocks. You know, like a sandalwood, he not only smells, but जिसको छू लेता है उसमें महक आ जाती है। How would I remember him after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? मैम आप ही से बता रहा हूँ मैं। उजाले अपनी यादों के हमारे संग रहने दो, न जाने जिंदगी की किस गली में शाम हो जाए। शाम हो रही है, लेकिन द हैंडसम मल्टीफेसेटेड पर्सन कॉल्ड नरेंद्र लूथर will remain with the memory of each one of us till we are alive. I pray and wish that all the family members, son, daughter, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, they will not only carry the legacy, they will also grow further. चंदन का पेड़ कभी मरता नहीं है, चलता रहता है तुम्हारा, खुशबू निकलती रहेगी। I pray that wherever he is, he would be seeing all of us, and he will know that there are so many people in Hyderabad who love him.
Thank you, Goel Sahab. You talked about the fragrance of sandalwood. There is somebody one closely known to Luther Sahab, Rasna ji. She wants to recite a poem in honor of Luther Sahab.
Actually, this is a poem written by Nini uncle himself, and apparently written after he had his bypass surgery in 84, and he wrote the poem later in 85, August 85. He's called it After Angina. My heart, my Golconda fort, Aurangzeb laid a siege to it, but it held out and he went back. 30 years later, he came again, and this time he succeeded. The fort of life is always under the siege of death till it surrenders. So a short experience of near-death experience with bypass, and then he springs back. So everyone's spoken about him. This is just bringing his voice back amidst us.
Thank you, Rasna ji. As members of the service, the IAS, there are so many of the retired colleagues and a few serving officers. We have Arvind Kumar with us on behalf of the association. Arvinder Singh, I see Rahul. I would invite some of them at the end. We would request Mr. Swaminathan, former Chief Secretary, who is here, would like to speak a few words, sir. Parak Sahab, PC Parak Sahab, he wanted to speak. Yes, sir. Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan ji, would you like to? After him. We will wind up in next 5 minutes, so the speakers would like to.
Namaskar. Good evening, friends. Rahul, when he spoke, he said that Mr. Luther always got punishment postings But loss was not his, it was loss of the state. And Hyderabad particularly was fortunate that he did not get very heavy postings. Otherwise, we would have not got what we have got out of Mr. Luther. So I think the society and Hyderabad has been better off by Mr. Luther not getting unnecessarily heavy postings in the government. His work will always remain firmly printed in the memory of Hyderabad and all of us. I never had privilege of working with Mr. Luther in any of my assignments. But what I learned from him was that irrespective of your seniority in the service, your friendship, your affection with your colleagues is what makes you enduring in the memory of every officer. Every time we met him, his affection and this thing reflected so deeply both Mrs. Luther and Mr. Luther, both of them such warm persons that IAS will always miss Mr. Luther, and we will always cherish his memory. I have since not personally worked with him, but at the last book release at Botanica, I was sitting with him, and although he was not so well, but he was still in absolute high spirit, and Mr. Luther thoroughly enjoyed his life, and we must all get lesson as to how to make best out of your life in spite of whatever hardships, difficulties you may face. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharat sir. May I now invite Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan to speak a few words?
Friends, we are not here to really mourn a passing, but to celebrate a life. It was a wonderful life. From Lahore to Hoshiarpur to Hyderabad, and how lucky we are that he ended up in Hyderabad. You know, as a civil servant, he symbolized the best of the service. Dignity, integrity, anonymity. As a person, he symbolized the best human qualities. Harmony, all his life he worked for that. Transcending all barriers, narrow domestic walls. Humor, many have spoken about that. I remember vividly, in my younger days, I dropped in on him one of those days. He said, Jayaprakash, 25 years ago I was in charge of the whole tourism. Now 25 years later I am regarded as fit enough to handle half of that job. And he symbolized humanism. Above all, he valued human beings for what they are. He worked for better conditions for everybody. I think there's a lot to learn from such a life. At the end of the day, what matters is whether you can look yourselves in the mirror and feel good about it, whether people remember you genuinely, or there are perfunctory words from the mouth as a matter of courtesy, because in our country, traditionally when somebody passes, we say all wonderful things. There is a saying in Telugu, when the Tahsildar's dog passed away, everybody in the village gathered to mourn. When the Tahsildar is gone, there was no one around. At the end of the day, it's not power that defines a human being, but it's the purpose. It's not the lofty heights in terms of authority that you ascended, but it's the capacity to encompass all human beings, embrace human values. Narendra Luther symbolized the best in us. He inspires us. I join you in celebrating his life and in paying a homage to his wonderful memory. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan. I was supposed to wind up at 5:45. We have nearly almost exceeded by a couple of minutes. I know there are so many who would like to speak about him, but maybe we can bring out the comments they've written in as a memorial volume subsequently, or bring out these memories in a different format. So I would like to thank everyone who could make it convenient to attend this and to celebrate his life. When Rajeshwari was planning this event and she asked how many chairs would be okay, I said maybe 30-40, but I see many more than that. This is like another book release of Luther Sahab. There's so many chahne wale, as in Urdu. There's no equivalent word in English perhaps of Luther Sahab that they're here. So I don't have anything to add to all that was spoken to him. I'll just read out a poem which I yesterday wrote about him. It's called Dastan Goi. Dastan Goi is a term, the Persian and the Urdu term of storytelling, oral tradition, which Muhammad Ali Beg Sahab has been popularizing in form of theatre. It's called Dastan Goi. The minarets doff their crowns in deference. The minarets of the Charminar. The minarets doff their crowns in deference and whisper to each other, "Who will tell our story now? And of our builder, and of his beloved too." The Charminar's minarets talk to each other. This is where the first stanza is. The Lashkar pauses for a while, standing still. The Lashkar pauses for a while, standing still. Lashkar, as Sikandrabad, he wrote a book on Lashkar of Sikandrabad, as it is called. As if in a guard of honor, the regimental bazaar downs its shutters to remember its chronicler par excellence. Regimental Bazaar is a locality in Sikandrabad. So he wrote that book, famous book on Sikandrabad, which is very rare, the history which he wrote. Next stanza goes like this. The Crocodile Rock standing still since 2,500 million years. The Crocodile Rock is the name which Frocke had given to a rock formation in Hyderabad. The Crocodile Rock standing still since 2,500 million years shakes a bit as if stirred within, and sheds a tear or two. These are not crocodile tears, they're real tears. The Crocodile Rock sheds a tear or two. To bid adieu to a frail man with an impish smile. To bid adieu to a frail man with an impish smile and a fragile voice, who knew them as no one else did. Who knew them as no one else did. He knew Charminar, he knew Lashkar, he knew the rocks as no one else did. Alvida. Thank you very much. And I know we are all celebrating the achievements, the life and times of Mr. Luther. Thank you for being with us and adding to his memories. I would like Raisa to speak a word of thanks on behalf of the family.
To everyone here, from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much for coming. Special thanks to B.P. Acharya sir, who we know was very close to Anna, and to Jayant Naidu sir also for making the effort for starting the evening with a beautiful musical way. To all the officers here who have come, and to the association, we thank you so much for all the love that you have shown to him and to us, and we will be grateful. Thank you.
We arrange some tea and snacks. Please join the side of the site. Thank you. We thank the association for sparing the. We have some. You would like to say?
There's this book that I want to make for us to remember him. So if you would like to just add anything, any couple of lines, a lot of you have done that. If the book will be right here, please, if you can. Later on I'll be adding pictures, and that's for my mother basically. Thank you.
The book is going to be right here on the coffee table. It would be really nice if everyone could jot down their thoughts and memories for Anna and for the family. Thank you.
That little girl?
Yeah, can you put this in your bag and get lost?
Okay.
You want me to hold on to it?
No, I'll